Hey, what's up, guys? I just finished my first round at the South Dakota Open. Today was probably one of the harder days of my golf career. It's 8:30 p.m. right now. I'm just leaving the golf course. I got here at 7 in the morning and I was on a wait list, and I had to wait for about 8 hours before finally teeing off in the last group of the day at 2:30. They had us waiting around to see if people would drop out. So we needed to be on standby all day, me and one other guy. If there was a pro that withdrew or no-showed, we were going to get plugged in at any time throughout the day between 7 in the morning and 2:20 in the afternoon. So it's kind of this tiring day of warming up and sort of being on edge and on standby, not knowing if at any moment you might be called with 5 minutes notice because somebody was late for their tee time, didn't show up, and now you had to go plug in and play for them. And that never happened. So at the very end of the day, myself and the other guy got to go as a twosome. And it was challenging. I'd never been in that position before. I tried to remain positive, tried to put a optimistic spin on it, like, oh, this is great, I get to be at the course all day, get acclimated with the course. I can go putt multiple times. I had my laptop with me and was trying my best to just do some editing and computer related work on my business inside the pro shop, but it was tough to focus. My mind was elsewhere, thinking about, am I going to get in the tournament or not? And so I think that whole process in and of itself was a bit tiring. So by the time I finally teed off at 2:40, maybe not as fresh as I normally would be, and I didn't play well. I did not play well. I just shot 79. I'm exhausted. I gave it everything I had today. This is about the most maxed out my energy could possibly be. I think I handled it well. I'm grateful for the start that I got, even though it's gonna, just be an experience one. I'm completely out of contention. The leader is at 10 under today. Hats off to him. That's an incredible round. And two other guys are at 9 under. So obviously the course played easy. I think we had it a little tougher at the end of the day because of the wind, and it just also was unbelievably slow. 6-hour round as a twosome in a cart. So it's kind of just like an insult to injury type of day, and really, really pushing me for sure. I almost always have a positive spin on things and almost always feeling glass half full, optimistic, looking for the bright side on everything. And I still am, but I literally just walked off 18, like 5 minutes ago, went into the parking lot to make this video. I don't want to. I don't feel positive and happy and like I can teach you guys something about this or give some great speech, but I know that that's not the point. The point is to just be real. I don't have all the answers. I don't know what I'm doing all the time, and right now is one of those times. I feel a bit lost. There's a number of things on my mind that are frustrating. I feel a little bit oriented towards wanting to make excuses. We do that out of protecting ourselves, right? You're trying to protect your self-confidence, especially on the golf course. We're some of the best excuse makers out there, because in a certain sense that's called confidence, not getting down on yourself because you missed the green. You attribute it to the wind or missed clubbing, and then a lot of times that's true. There are so many factors that go into the result of a shot working out how you wanted, and it's not always like, oh, I just hit it bad. Sometimes we miscalculate things. So in and of itself, that's not a bad thing, but I try my best to not ever be a complainer or a victim or make excuses. So I'm not going to do that. I'm a little irritated about the way this waitlist situation was handled. I would have done it differently if I was a tour director. There was an easy opening at 9:20 with a twosome, a professional group that just had 2 players in it, and I was told that was not an option to just join that. I needed to be on standby all day, and I was really on the fence about it because I had a feeling that something like this could happen. It would be an exhausting day and just would not be my best in the tournament, and it might just be a waste of money, $1,000 entry fee that I could save and just turn this into another off week and just get my video work done and my computer work done. But I'm out here to play. I'm thousands of miles from home, and it's already been a slow start to the summer. I've missed several events because of needing to wait for funding to come together. and that's ultimately why I was on the wait list for this event as well. I didn't have the funds in time to sign up early, and I wasn't late. The field was advertised as having 70 players, yet when it got to 60, it was capped. So I was waiting for funds to get into my account from sponsors, and once it got to 60 was my mental limit, saying, okay, now we need to sign up. And so I did. I was like the 61st guy to sign up, and then all of a sudden it says, boom, you're on the wait list, even though it said 70 players can get in this field. And unfortunately, the tour director did not acknowledge that. I asked questions about why that happened, and I'm not sure. So I don't want to talk trash, but I would have done it differently. And I think this is just a situation in life where in the moment right now, I feel different emotions, and obviously the icing on the cake is that it turned into a very poor round of golf. All kinds of things happen, right? I hit the wrong ball in one instance. Took a penalty on hitting a golf ball that was very similarly marked to mine. The 6-hour round, I think, it's not fun when you make a bogey and then you sit there and wait 20 minutes before you can hit another shot. It made it hard to find any flow. The entire day was a stop, start. Am I going to play? Am I not going to play? And now I'm finally playing, but God, I got to wait. And it was hard, but I could have done better. I wish I had. But I gave it my best, and that's what I said I would be judging the summer by. I said I would just be judging by my effort, not the results. And so this is an area to really challenge my word on that. And I know, zooming out from the micro right now, which is extremely disappointing, I know that the macro is like God gives you these, he gives the hardest tests to his strongest warriors. It's like you should almost take it as a compliment and be grateful when you get a lot of shit thrown in your face, because it's like, that's the way I want it, right? Like, you don't want the easy path. There's no growth in that. There's no challenges to overcome. It's like the same way you want to pick up heavier and heavier weights in the gym to build larger muscles, you want to pick up more and more adversity and obstacles to bulldoze through, in terms of mindset related things, and in golf and in your career and life. In every area, you would ideally, you would want things to be hard, even though in the moment that's not fun. Right now, I'm not having fun. I'm straight up not having a good time. Right now, I'm, way more than I'm showing you. I'm probably going to close the phone in a second and really have to let some emotion out, because I have bottled it for 15 hours and even going on to yesterday. This entire thing has brought up a lot of emotions. There's a lot of things I wanted to say to the tour director. This whole experience has just been bottle it. And that's hard. I'm a human being. I have an emotional response to things just like anyone else, no matter how much I try to work on my mindfulness practice and being self-aware and not being reactive to things. Even I have my breaking points. I'm a super patient person, but today has pushed it farther than anything I can think of in recent memory. And so I'm still proud of how I handled it. I've still been a gentleman about everything, and I think I've handled it like a professional, and in the future I'm sure I'll look back and be proud of this. But right now it doesn't feel like enough. Right now it feels like I would have liked some validation in the form of a nice red number on the scorecard, so that I could at least get some competitive experience in this tournament. I'm longing for just being remotely in the hunt. This is like been an irritating year of competitive golf so far, but again, this is what I want. I do want the challenges and obstacles to just keep coming my way, because I do think I can handle it, and I think that that's how I become a better version of myself, a better leader and a better teacher and a better supporter to all of you guys and to my friends and family. And that is ultimately much more important to me than any individual success that may come my way from my golf career. I think I will be successful. I look forward to starting to have better results in the golf world. But again, I really think I was put on this earth to, impact as many people as possible in a positive way, whether that's through golf, physical health, mental health, finding your purpose in life, finding your mission in life, just feeling happier and more fulfilled because you're taking care of yourself and you're doing something that feels well aligned to you. All of those things are more important to me than any individual accomplishments I may have within the golf world. But It certainly is a metric for me to try to be better and you know, track my progress, and it's exciting to compete at something, so it's important to me for that regard. But I really deeply intuitively know that a day like today is way more valuable than an easy day of just playing well. You get nothing from winning. You really don't. You learn nothing about yourself, and it's just this short-term, fun, easy thing. Doesn't mean that I don't want to experience it, but days like today, these are I know from experience. I did it last summer as well. All of the days like this where you're just really challenged and you're struggling with trying to be a, you know, positive person and keep moving forward. Those are the days when you look back on and you're like, yep, I'm glad I went through that, because I learned so many valuable lessons from it, and I'm able to apply that to things in the future in my own life and other people. So I'll leave it at that for now, rather than create a whole story time about the round. It's never a whole lot of fun to explain how you shoot 79. It's like, yeah, I missed a lot of putts, and I hit the ball in the hazard a lot, so I made one birdie. There's the highlights, but obviously there was more to it than that. I think I'm playing better than that. I shot 69, 71 in my 2 practice rounds. If I did that in the tournament, I'd be making the cut. So I don't think I'm going to go into panic mode about my game. I'm just going to sit with this unpleasant emotion for a little while, try to not do anything crazy, and then show up tomorrow and try to do better. All right. Love you guys. Peace.